map, press Select or R3.
Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, also known as Ratchet and Clank 2 Locked and Loaded in the PAL territories. In the first video, we were tasked by Abercrombie Fizzwidget, who is the head honcho at Megacore, which replaces Gadget Corps from the last game, to get back an experiment from some masked thief. I cannot say the word masked for some reason. Unfortunately, said masked thief outsmarted us and took the experiment. And from there, we ended up here at the planet Oozla, because that's where the masked thief last was. I should mention that I used different settings in the first video, which I said that I did, and then I would return to the settings that I had on my previous computer if the new settings didn't work out. I switched back to the old settings. So if anything looks different between the first video and this one, you know why. Anyway, in the midst of all this, while Ratchet became a soldier working for Abercrombie Fizzwidget, Clank is now the head accountant for Megacore, and because of this, he's been unavailable to us so far this game. While we can move around as Ratchet, we can't do any of these special jumps that require crouching, such as a long jump or the high jump. So we have been on our own so far, and we will continue to be on our own for the foreseeable future. Anyway, we're near our ship. There should be things that we can find near our ship, such as a Megacore vendor. Interesting. Let's press triangle to activate it. And we can get ammo for the Lancer as well as the gravity bomb. Even though we're maxed out, we can still get it if we need it. And we can get two new weapons. The chopper, which lets you shoot sharp discs at your enemies, and the blitz gun, which lets you do a ton of damage. I'm assuming. Unfortunately, we cannot afford either of these guns at the moment. Not that that really bothers me all that much. I do want to get all of the guns in the game. For now, though, we have not one, but two rows that we can take. And I want to take this one first, because this will lead to some cool stuff if I take it. So let us take it. And from here, we need to get our guns out. These guys, if we get close enough to them, they projectile vomit on us, which is no fun for anyone. We want to take them out. And if you can get close enough, I can shoot you down from a good distance away. Perfect. Okay. Also, these snail enemies, they take a little bit of abuse from the Lancer to get rid of, but at least you can get rid of them with the Lancer from a distance. And I can continue to shoot you guys down as well. Alright. And I want to be very careful as I do all this. I don't want to use too much ammo, even though I can refill it fairly easily. I want to make sure that I refill what I need to, so that way, or rather, use what I need to, so that way I can refill when I need to. And here's a sea monster. We have to ride again around this yellow water, which I'm pretty sure will kill us if we're in it for too long. When one stops, you want to get to the next one. It doesn't kill you right away, but it will eventually. And when a sea monster stops, you want to get off before it sinks into the water below. And I wonder, what happens if I get on this? Because I never tried this. Okay, you just take me back. Fair enough. I honestly was wondering about that. though. It was probably self-explanatory that that was going to happen just by looking around for long enough. And I need the... There we go. I was about to say, I need the yellow target reticle. Now, these yellow bugs, they will come at you if you're close enough. Or if you attack their own kind. Both...
Maximum nanotech has increased. Defeat more enemies to increase it further.
And if you shoot one of them, they all come after you, and that can be rather nasty. But as you can see, we have filled up our own experience gauge. And for that, we get another hit point. Get used to doing that a lot during the game. Unlike the first game where you had to go to vending machines and spend a lot of money just to get one hit point, if you just keep finding enemies, you'll get enough experience to increase your hit points. And this platform right here is a Venus flytrap. You cannot stand on it for long before it tries to eat you. So you want to jump on, get to where you need to go, jump off, and try not to be eaten. Anyway, let us smash some crates. And let's take a ride on some sea monsters. For best results, make sure the camera is behind you and the sea monster's head. And pay attention to where these things stop. And where do you go? You go over here, apparently. I'm not sure why, but you do. And there really isn't much here. So, all we can do now is just jump to this sea monster. I really need to keep the... Oh, you just take me back. Fair enough. Alright, let's continue. And this time, we need to jump a little earlier, so that way we can get over there. And you take me over here. That's something. I was not here in the practice run, so I don't know what to expect in this little corner. Probably not going to be much. Yeah, there isn't much. I can't do anything over here. And it looks like I may get taken back if I get on the nearest sea creature, which is going to be over here. And we were, but it was worth it. We have more money now. We can probably get the chopper if we wanted it. But I want to continue on. I want to see where all the other sea monsters are going to take me. And yeah, you just stop right here. If you see a lamppost, destroy it. Take it out. You'll be glad you did. Because that'll get you some free swag, I guess you could say. And I'm guessing you take me back. You do. Fair enough. Like, I'm wasting time here, but not that much time. I want to make sure that I do get everything that I can. And go to every place that I can go for the time being and show some stuff off. And now, we can go over here. You want to be careful here because there will be a lot of enemies. There will be a lot of those little shell enemies that you don't want to really tangle with. Yeah, and I just want to take care of these things 2 bullets at a time. And that was the last one. And we didn't use all that much ammo. Perfect. And I tried shooting that and it won't... There we go. Hopefully that's the last of the enemies. That should be the last of them. Yeah, you do not want those gold bugs in front of you because they will hit you if you let them. And that looks like it should hurt you, but it doesn't. Let's get on another sea monster, see what's going on. I want to make sure that I keep the camera at a good angle at all times, and we're gonna have to jump on some Venus flytrap platforms if we want to clear this little part here. Don't rush this too much, and you should be fine. Rotating the camera to the left a little bit with each platform, and there we go. And if we slide down here, we'll get something cool.
Welcome. If everyone could take their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First, I'll need a volunteer. Anyone? Excellent. Your name, sir?
Ratchet.
Hey! And there you have it. The Megacorp Tractor Beam in action. Let's give it up for our volunteer. Sir, how about taking advantage of our show special?
And we will have to buy the tractor beam if you want to continue. Let's do it.
Thank you, sir. You won't be disappointed.
The tractor beam moves small and medium-sized objects which have glowing orange targets like these. Press circle to move those columns so you can scale the cliff.
So what we need to do first is to move these platforms to the cliff with the tractor beam, and the cliff in question is right in front of us where you can see that nanotech in a crate. Before we do that, I'm going to show off how to use the tractor beam and also get it over here instead. Just go up to one of these things that has an orange target like this, or anything that has an orange target like it. Press circle, and you'll turn on the tractor beam. Now you can move around and take what you want to move with you. Press circle again, you'll turn the tractor beam off, and you won't be moving the object anymore. You have to be fairly close to anything with a tractor beam target on it, or else the tractor beam will not turn on. Now, by going up here first, we get a platinum bolt. This replaces the gold bolts from the first game. And just like in the first game, you need to collect all the platinum bolts you can in order to make it easier to get cool stuff. Anyway, now that that's taken care of, I'm gonna check that off, because guys, I do have a list of things that I want to get, just like in the first game's Let's Play. And now we're gonna move everything over to here. Before I get finished with that, I do want to smash all of these lampposts, because that'll get me a couple extra bolts, and you never know when you might need a little bit of extra money. And now that we've moved everything over here, we can go ahead and switch back to the Lancer. And it's a good thing I know how to grab onto ledges. If you just jump into them, you'll grab them. And you can drop down and pull yourself up and even shimmy on them if need be. Left and right lets you shimmy. Down and X lets you drop down. X lets you pull yourself back up. Simple as that. And is there anything here? I could not tell that you could go here. There's nothing worth mentioning here. Very well. And we still do not need any health yet. And by hitting this switch, we can get back to the ship, but
To go to a new planet, you'll have to find new coordinates on this planet first.
We still need to find coordinates or else we'll never be able to leave planet Oozla. So it's time to take the other path, which I believe... Is it here? Or is it here? The game will tell... Yeah, okay. It's right here. It's behind the vendor. However, I do want to get the chopper, which throws deadly discs at enemies. I miss seeing an actual person on the other end like in the first game, but what can you do? Yeah, let's purchase this. And of course, we start out with a full set of shots, 35. And something tells me we will be able to level these guns up. And you don't get anything special for it like you did in the first game. I'm actually kind of sad. I actually like the little screens where it goes dun dun and you see Ratchet actually holding the weapon up. I missed that already. Anyway, we need to make our way down this path now. And hopefully not hurt ourselves a whole bunch as we do this. Because that would be bad. And I'm using a lot of ammo on these guys, but the experience that I'm getting for the gun is definitely worth it. And I want to shoot down what I can when I can. And let's see if we can save that guy. Apparently if you get right next to him, he drowns. Poor guy. And there are some pterodactyls here. I wonder. Just need to get... Alright, by shooting those 4 pterodactyls, we get a skill point. I believe there are 30 of these in the game. And if we can get them all, we can get a ton of cool things. Anyway. We need to continue on. We need to soldier on and not get hurt on the way. We will go over there eventually. But they ate him before I could save him. Well, it's no matter. They get close enough, they're getting zapped. And I can go here for some ammo. And a few extra bolts on the side. Alright. Need to take care of enemies as we go on these lily pads. Thankfully, the lily pads do not sink into the water as we put our weight on them. So we can take our time and do all this. And I'm going to have to aim to get you, but I have no problem with that. Okay. Let's get all this money. And continue on. Need to be very careful as we make our way through here. We're finding multiples of these snail enemies, and they will hurt you if they get close enough. Thankfully, we were able to shoot them all up. And I think we should be able to get more than enough ammo. We should be nearly full on ammo doing this. We are also getting there in experience as well. I do like that. And if you can stay in one general area, I can zap you. There's going to be another enemy that's going to show up here, I'm guessing. Alright. And now, you're the next thing I want to take care of. Always good to take care of enemies from a distance.
Press triangle to interrupt messages. Pause and select options to disable them permanently.
Why would I do either one? I want to show off everything that there is about this game. That I can. Anyway. It's time to shoot more enemies. These guys are all going to be in the way. Let's make sure that they don't. And you are all coming at me from the sides. And apparently I shot all of the bugs down. Look at all this experience that I'm getting. Just from being very careful with how I fire my gun.
To strafe, you can hold down L2 or R2 while running sideways or backwards.
This will help you take care of the boss without getting hurt a whole bunch. Just keep moving. You won't get smacked. I nearly got smacked there. And now you're dead. And by getting enough experience, by filling that experience bar up for the Lancer, we now have the Heavy Lancer. It fires a lot faster. And is a lot more destructive because of it. You really want this gun as soon as possible. Something tells me that I made a good decision doing this. But I want to work on something else. One, I want to work on my own experience so I can get a 6th hit point. And two, I want to see if I can level up the gravity bomb. I feel like that would be so worth it if I did, because when we upgraded the bomb glove in the... Well, we didn't exactly upgrade the bomb glove. We just got better versions of it in the first game. But when we got better versions of the bomb glove in the first game, we were able to do some really destructive things. And something tells me that if we do that in this game, we'll be able to do that too.
The dynamo activates machinery. Press circle to use the dynamo to zap that activator.
And we now have the dynamo, which allows us to work with things like this to make things happen. We created the platform. It'll be up for a small amount of time, but we can use that platform to get to some place we couldn't normally go. This is one device that you want to keep on you at all times. So just press circle whenever you're got the little green reticle on it. You'll be able to zap it, and then you can do what you need to do. And by firing the zapper, or the chopper rather, by shooting the chopper, you shoot a blade that can home in on enemies. That might be really good against these guys. And as soon as it bounces off the wall, it just wrecks things. I don't think this thing gives you any experience if you use it, though. I don't think you can upgrade this, sadly, but still, this is one thing that I would like to keep. That I would love to keep my hands on and maybe use for something, I guess. But anyway, not the tractor beam, the dynamo. And almost got knocked off there. So we need to be very careful what we're doing here. And see what we can smash. Oh, you can smash that. You can smash all of these things. I'll do that. Do I still have the dynamo? Well, I do now. Let's go ahead and use that to open up some platforms. then get over here.
Camera, tap L1.
And let's see here. There's a lot of things that we can destroy around here. I want to make sure that I destroy every single one of them. But also, I want to use the bomb glove. I want to use the gravity bomb. Don't be surprised if I interchangeably use the terms bomb glove and gravity bomb. It's always going to be the bomb glove to me. Ow. Was not expecting that to happen. I got hit there, but that's okay. Ah, it doesn't blow up like I wanted it to. Well, we can still destroy things on the wall if we need to. Let us make sure that we can go ahead and do that. And I'm about to say, can I destroy that thing? I'm hoping the answer is yes. And thank you for giving me a whole bunch of things to destroy. And what do you know? I can destroy the little statues here. Wanted to make sure that I could do that. Unfortunately, I cannot destroy the glass walls no matter how hard I try. And I don't think I can destroy that. I found out that if you can destroy everything that the game lets you destroy in here, in this little one particular area with all the inoffensive music playing, you can actually get a skill point out of it. And if you couldn't already tell, yeah, this is some sort of megacore building where you can do megacore things. What those things are is decidedly unclear. Also, we need to use dynamo to open the door, and if we can do that, we'll have a little bit of an obstacle course that we have to deal with. But if we can get past said obstacle course, we can get over here. And here's where we can get some coordinates.
Ratchet, come in. Are you there?
Copy, Mr. Fizzwidget.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal. The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Maktar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Maktar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
Affirmulous! It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast. See for yourself. Ask yourself, are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with two of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing Galactic Gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event. First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade unleashes his fury on our Gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches, but if the bio division doesn't do it for you, our robotics division will. Taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our four-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on Megaview. Call your provider now.
Chainblade, huh? I've got the coordinates. Ratchet out.
And we now have coordinates for a Maktar Resort in the Maktar Nebula. So apparently the thieves have now made it to Maktar Resort, and we had to go there in order to stop a radar jammer that is making it so that nobody can see the gladiator fights, the Galactic Gladiator fights on Megaview. Apparently in this future of sorts. Pay-per-view is still a thing, and they don't call it premium live events either. So let's see here. Oh, you can't destroy the screens. I thought maybe you could. That's a bit of a downer. Before I use the dynamo in that room, I want to see if there's anything else I can do in here. Well, there's a few more things that we can destroy. I'm going to do that. Love that destroying stuff in here gives you money. And I'm going to take it. And it doesn't look like there's anything else we can do here. Not from... Yeah, nothing here that can be done. What you see here is really what you get. And this is interesting. It looked like the magnet boots are going to be making a return here. And you can also do wall jumps. Who knew? So apparently, if you are near a wall and you press X while in midair, you can do a wall jump, just like in the first game. Of course, it's not going to be useful here, but, well, we can still do it. And it looks like that other skill point that I wanted, I'm probably not going to be able to get until later. Unfortunately. So all we can really do is just use the dynamo and return to our ship by walking up this teleporter and pressing triangle. And by doing that, we are back here. And we have almost 4,000 volts again. Excellent. Well, we have some new coordinates that we need to get to, and we will definitely take advantage of those. Oh, I am saving the data. Okay, good. And we will have to head to Maktar Resort. I say as I try to remember the name again, as I just keep it on this screen to end it all, in the next video. So join me next time where we head to Maktar Resort and see if we can catch back up with the masked thief from the beginning of the game. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!